So another question I get from a lot of people, why did you move to Indonesia? Like my uncle, my great uncle, my grandmother's brother, he'll call my parents and say, what's she doing all the way over there? And everything. So it's kind of funny. Well, the reason I moved here, it's a couple of reasons. Number one, I've always wanted the opportunity to teach English overseas. It was just interesting to me. I like to teach. I wanted to be able to give back and interact with people who want to learn English and just experience another culture. I also wanted time to be able to live overseas and explore another culture and not feel rushed and not have to only do it within a week or two or a month even. And one of the best ways to do that is to teach overseas because you have to have a visa, to stay in a country longer than usually 30 days, 60 days. So teaching English was the best way to do it. I also wanted time to write and to practice yoga and to do some other creative projects and work on some things I've been putting on hold for years now. So I wanted a job or something where I had somewhat of a light to moderate schedule. I work about 30 hours a week. But the reason I chose Indonesia is because it's in Southeast Asia. I've been to China. I've been all over the world, Europe, Africa, South America, Caribbean, but I had never been to Southeast Asia. And so I thought this would be a good opportunity to come here. And then if you are interested in teaching English overseas, Asia they have the best packages, from Southeast Asia to China to Japan, South Korea. They have all the best packages for teachers. So how I narrowed or zeroed in on Indonesia, I actually met somebody who was in my certification program, he wasn't from here, but he's from South Korea, but he had been teaching here for 10 years. So during that month certification program, we talked a lot about Indonesia. And of course, I wanted to go see Bali. A little Bali t-shirt on. So of course I wanted to see Bali. It's an amazing place, and it's here. But Bali is very different. Number one, it's predominantly Hindu people who live there. They're Indonesian, but their lineage goes back to a royal family who came from India to Indonesia and to Bali. So there's a lot of Hindu religion and culture there, and it's a large yoga community that is there, and a lot of expats and everything. And then it's just kind of like this international hotbed for vacations and resorts and spas and partying and all of this. But there are parts of Bali, like Ubud, that's very spiritual, and they have like the rice paddy fields. This is where Eat, Pray, Love, is shot in Ubud. But then, they do have beaches and mountains and beautiful rivers and lakes, and it's just so gorgeous. But Indonesia is made up of 17,000 islands, which is incredible. So Jakarta is on, this island, even though it's this huge city. So in talking with him, he was telling me that Bali is like an hour or two plane ride away, which was really nice because to have access to Bali is it's a dream come true. A lot of people don't ever make it here in their life, and when they do, it might just be one time. So, to have the opportunity to be able to go there a few times a year was very appealing to me. And then also Indonesia is centrally located, so you can get to Singapore, an hour or two flight, Bangkok, Thailand, a couple hour flight. You can go to Malaysia, it's like an hour long flight. I think it's 4 hours from Australia. You go at 8 hours from New Zealand. Even you can get to South Africa. South Africa is still a long flight, but you're a little bit closer on this side of the world. And then where else can you go? Well, once you get to Bangkok, Thailand, you can get to Vietnam and Laos and Philippines and all these places. So I thought it was a good opportunity to come here, and in this way I'll have access to all these other places. and it's totally working out. So I've been to Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. I'm going to Bangkok, Thailand in 2 weeks. I'm going to Singapore, and then I'm going back to Bali. And this is just all within these few months. So it's a good way to see all of Southeast Asia. Also, Indonesia, Jakarta is a big city, metropolitan city. There's a lot of expats here. There's a lot of money here too. There's a lot of oil, coal, big banking industry, various things. So they are familiar with Western culture, and it's not so foreign. More people speak English here than I thought that they were going to. I'm not saying everybody does, but there are a lot of people who speak a little bit more English than I was originally anticipating. More so than some places I've been to in Europe. So, so there's that aspect of it. And it's a very much, there's a book I totally want to buy it when I get back to Bali. I was there, that was in this bookstore. And it was called Indonesia, the pull between America and China. So it's like this hodgepodge of Eastern culture, Western culture, and then Indonesia's specific culture. So all those things attracted me to it, and then I had an opportunity to come, I had 2 opportunities to come and teach here. So that's how I ended up in Jakarta. I don't love it, but I don't hate it. So I'm just being present, being here, and I really can't imagine being anywhere else, realistically being anywhere else right now. Like, sure, yeah, I'd love to live in Paris, and I'd love to live maybe even in Italy and a lot of different places, but just as far as opportunities and what's realistic for this moment is Indonesia. This is where I'm at. I do like my apartment. I really lucked out. I have a really great place, and things are moving in the right direction. So I'm going to keep documenting this journey, and I know I'm changing by the minute, because even when I look back at the Survivor series, which if you're interested in hearing the backdrop story of when I first got here and how things are drastically different now, I kind of went through some craziness. The person I was then is so different in many ways of where I'm at right now. So it's going to be a constant journey, and I would love to share it with you. So please subscribe to my channel, share with anyone who you think might be interested, and check out the website, MalibuAngels.com. Thanks. Have a great day, everyone.